Hey y'all, how's it going? Today we are going to review quickly what we've done this week with the pillars of character, serious and simple choices, and the decision-making model. We're going to review that. We're going to review some of the results that we got from the survey that you guys did yesterday. Make sure if you have not done that, go ahead and do that. And then we're going to talk about your assignment for today, and you guys can get that turned in. So I'm going to run through the page quickly, and then I'll go through the PowerPoint. So here we go. I'll click on this PowerPoint once I come back to it. Go through these answers from the survey on your own. Okay, these are some prompts that you should think about as you go through them. What did you answer? How does that relate to whatever other people answered? And then how does that affect other people in your life too? Okay, so read through these. And then I have 4 pictures here for you guys, some class results. So these ones I thought were interesting about sleep, which I think has been a huge change in a lot of your lives recently, since you no longer have to get up to be at school by 7 o'clock every day. I know a lot of you, myself included, have been sleeping definitely way later, and then going to bed later as well, knowing that we don't have to get up. So it was cool to see that it seems pretty spread out across the board on when you guys are going to bed. Unfortunately, not many of you are going to bed before 9, which is on a normal day, that's where I fall in. But this after 2 a.m. one here, these are pretty high, okay? I would say those of you who are starting to go to bed at midnight or later, it would be nice to see that number dwindle as the weeks go on. But the one number that surprised me was almost 60% of you guys are waking up before 9 a.m. to get your day started. So that's awesome. I think it's easier to do that with the sun out earlier every single day. So that's good to see you guys getting up early. Those of you waking up after 2 p.m., I assume you're also going to bed after 2 a.m. The third one here about drinking water. I have found it harder and harder to drink more water when I'm just sitting at home all day. I don't really feel as parched because I feel like I'm not as active throughout the day. Although I'm still working out, I feel like I don't get thirsty unless I'm actually working out. So although a lot of you are drinking like 60% of this, to see the more than 8 cups, that would be awesome to see that green box increase there. And then this one I thought was super relevant to me, talking about posture while we do schoolwork. So only 3% of people said on a scale of 1 to 5 that they were a 5 in trying to sit up with their feet flat, shoulders pinched back, which I can say I am terrible at this, considering I do most of my work on the couch or in a recliner anyways, but it is sometimes nice to just sit up and work on that posture. All right, so we'll go into today's PowerPoint quickly. All right, so to review today's PowerPoint, we're going to start with these 6 pillars of character. So remember, character is an individual. It's their consistent pattern of behavior. So that the 6 are trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. So remember, doing what you say you're going to do, treat others the way you want to be treated. Are you going to be willing to own up and face your consequences for whatever decision you make? Can you act honestly? Can you go above and beyond to help others, especially in a time like right now? I feel like there's been a lot of examples of people going out and showing how they care in the world. And then citizenship. Simple choices, remember, these are things that we decide every single day. Not exactly life-altering, but they don't affect your best interest, your community, your safety, health, or reputation of yourself or others for all those things. So remember, it's like tying your shoes, what shirt are you going to wear, all that stuff that you do every single day that you have to do because they are choices, but they're just not necessarily serious choices. Our serious choices are going to affect your best interests, your community, your safety, the safety of others, your health, the health of others, and your reputation, the reputation of others. So you should have gotten a little glimpse of that in yesterday's lesson, and you're going to learn more about that today. When we're going to talk about some serious choices that are pretty relevant to right now. Okay, so we all like to make our own choices, but know that when you consistently make good ones and they're serious ones, you're going to get, there's going to be benefits that you get from those. Like you're going to earn trust, you're going to have more flexibility to make your own choices, you're going to be given more responsibility, and you'll feel good to have all of this control as you start to grow up. So the 6 steps of the decision-making model that we talked about, there's your problem, which you need to identify, list all your options, all your choices, all your possible consequences, and how you're going to be able to own up to each of those, your values, your character, and then you're going to decide and evaluate depending on what you chose to do. So today, we already went over the summary of the results, but go ahead and look through that on your own. Read the directions for the worksheet and complete both pages. So there are 2 pages, today's worksheet. So if we click on the worksheet here, there is one scenario that is made for you guys, and then there's one that you're going to kind of choose on your own. So there's a quarantine scenario right here. You're going to identify the problem. You're going to list the possible choices, list the consequences, consider your own values. If this was a problem that you were having, you're going to circle yes or no for these 6 pillars of character. You're going to write down what your decision would be and why, and then write down the effectiveness of that decision. Then you're going to think about, would the people that care about me appreciate the choice I made? And then, is this in my best interest? So really try to reflect, what would you honestly do if this was a scenario that happened to you? All right, and then we're going to kind of go into a serious choice that relates to the survey you guys took yesterday. Again, if you haven't taken it, it is right here. And you're going to pick one of these 8 topics, and you're going to write a serious choice that relates to that. Okay, so we're going to see if you guys truly understand what a serious choice is and how it can affect these lifestyle themes right here. Okay, then you're going to go through the same thing, fill out these boxes. Then you're going to turn it in to Notability by midnight tonight right here in this box. So let me know if you have any questions. Have fun.